Hi guys, this video is going to be for my sun, moon, rising Libras for the month of April. We're going to go over overall energy, what it is you guys can expect to be feeling, going through, experience. So let's get to it. The first house in Libra, you guys will have a full moon in the middle of the month. Excuse me. That'll be in 23 degrees. This is an Aquarius degree. So how I believe this is going to manifest or unfold will be by looking at where Venus is. Hold on. So Venus is going to be in your 7th house of committed relationships, partnerships. Okay. So I believe something will be illuminated randomly or on the internet or through your group of friends. Uranus is Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, and it's in Taurus, your 8th house. So something will be illuminated in regards to you having to spend money, either like legal contracts, you having to, especially with Uranus in that 8th house in Taurus, money, finances, shared income. So yeah, I think something's going to be illuminated either with finances, business partnerships, committed relationships, possibly through technology, more than likely, right? And where is Aquarius for you guys? In the 5th house. So for a lot of you, this is something being illuminated when it comes to romance, dating, the relationships you guys attract. Something could be illuminated when it comes to sex or just I want to say your power, because Pluto being in Aquarius in that 5th house, something's transforming when it comes to romance, relationships. And when I say relationships, I mean dating, like having fun, the very beginning, or something's transforming when it comes to self-expression, creativity, children. Some of you guys could be finding out you're pregnant around this time. Yeah, and then where's Mars, the ruler of Aries, since Venus is going to be there? It's going to be in Cancer in your 10th house. So yeah, I think for a lot of you guys, this is more so going to be illuminated when it comes to either how you express your emotions randomly with like tower-like moments because of Aquarius energy being involved with that 23 degrees. Something being illuminated regarding money spent or money needing to be spent. Something being illuminated when it comes to your own physical body, because Uranus is in that 8th house. This is your inner world, like literally what's going on inside your body. Yeah. All right, I'm going to leave that there. 2nd house, Scorpio, you guys have Lilith, Vesta, Juno. Juno and Vesta are in retrograde. So this is talking about going back to an old idea, a redo, rethinking something when it comes to, I'm going to say your finances, or what it is you value about romance, what it is you value about your friendships, or what's your connection to money. Juno is soulmate energy, yes, but with Pluto being in Aquarius and Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, being in your 8th house, there may be anger around intimacy, people that you guys have slept with, people that you guys are talking to at some point of the month, because Mercury and Venus being in retrograde. Scorpio energy, I connect this to the past. So honestly, with Pluto being in Aquarius, and like I said, that full moon happening in 23 degrees, I think something randomly would be happening that's being illuminated when it comes to your finances, and you may need to change something or transform something here. Let's leave that there for now. 3rd house, Sagittarius, Juno was in retrograde here, and then it went back into Scorpio. So I think when Juno was in retrograde in Sagittarius in the beginning of the month, There could be this energy going on of like freedom, wanting freedom, but not really feeling your freedom. Like for people out there who want to be single, do you feel single, or is anybody from the past on your mind? Because again, retrograde, redo, rethink, going back. So I think there may be some trouble, difficulty with feeling so free. Or it's like if you free yourself, right? Let's say you break up from a relationship. Are you done thinking about that person? I don't know. Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius. It's in that 9th house in Gemini. You could be learning about the type of relationship you want, the type of soulmate energy you want to attract into your life. You could be trying to teach yourself how to be more freedom oriented. You could be teaching yourself I want to say, no, we're going to leave that there. I don't want to overdo it. Okay, 4th house Capricorn, nothing going on. I'm going to go to 5th house, Pluto and Aquarius. I think I already said enough about this. I think romance is transforming. I think you guys are coming into your power with dating. I think for some of you guys, you're trying to get pregnant during this time or have children, or you're thinking about children. For some of you, I think this is transforming like sexual intimacy, like how, you know, and I'm not judging anybody, but like, do you guys give in to, you know, like, do you guys give your power away easily when it comes to sex? Because Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, is in the 8th house. This talks about sex. One way of looking at it. So something's changing here about like your power when it comes to either inner child self-expression, or how you make your money in a creative type of way, because Pluto rules Scorpio, and you guys saw this in your 2nd house. You guys may be trying to come into your power, especially with finances. I'm going to leave that there for now. Let's move on to the 6th house in Pisces. We have the North Node, Saturn, Venus in retrograde, and Mercury in retrograde. And then Mercury and Venus will go direct, and they will go into Aries. So 6th house, you guys are being called to literally heal. I mean, the collective is, with the North Node being in Pisces, but specifically for you guys, it's in the 6th house. The 6th house traditionally belongs to Virgo. This is like the whole annoying part about rising Libra energy. Every house is in the opposite direction. So anyway, I think you guys are trying to get the job of your dreams during this time, or the body of your dreams, heal your mind, because this is also the house of healing. Neptune, the ruler of Pisces, just went into that 7th house in Aries of committed relationships, partnerships. So I feel like for a lot of you, Mars being the ruler of Aries, and it's in your 10th house in Cancer. Yeah, making your dreams come true about getting a career that you feel emotionally connected to, emotionally fulfilled, where people that you work with feel like family members. This can also be talking about healing. I want to say like ancestry, like healing. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the word right now, but this has it here because I'm thinking of Mars in the 10th house in Cancer. You guys may be battling or trying to trying to conquer past ways of doing things that you've always seen your family do. So you guys are trying to break ties, I feel like, with old trends that maybe like your family has been doing for years. Also, I think this is talking about finding the person of your dreams with Neptune in the 7th house. You know, you gotta wear some glasses with this one and be super clear, try to be. But yeah, so what else do I think you guys can experience with Pisces in the 6th house? So yeah, I think especially since the 10th house traditionally belongs to Capricorn, you guys have Mars in the 10th house. I think you guys are trying to fight old ways of doing things and, you know, following your heart, following your feelings. And maybe this goes against family traditions. That's what I'm going to say. Also trying to break free, I feel like, of being able to emotionally express yourself better. I feel like that's difficult. I feel like for rising Libras, I know for me personally, it's like anytime I make these videos, I look miserable, and it's like I'm actually not, but I feel like that I don't know, like my Capricorn energy in the 4th house and Cancer in the 10th, it's just like, this is vice versa. This is so confusing. Like, so I feel like there's some type of conflict here just with your emotions and feelings. Of course, conflict with potentially the mother or family. But I feel like you guys are motivated to try to achieve something when it comes to either a public image or your career at this time. Definitely driven to heal. That's what I want to say. For some of you, you guys may be traveling for work, investing money in your job. I don't know. Maybe you guys have to pay for a toll or something like that during this time. I don't know. Investing money into spiritual healing practices, investing money into a gym, trying to get out of your current job. All right, let's move on. Aries, 7th house. We got Neptune, Chiron, the Sun, Mercury, and Venus. Okay, so I think you guys are trying to heal relationships at this time. Heal your relationships with family, Mars and Cancer in the 10th. Heal your relationship with yourself based on either your career or family. This is like breaking family patterns. That's what I was trying to say before. Breaking patterns. So I think you're trying to heal this. Some of you, like I said before, this is healing either committed relationships or partnerships. Yeah, and then what else? Talking to people maybe on dating apps. Well, no. 7th house, no, I'm not going to say that. I think you guys may just have serious relationships on the mind at some point. With Neptune being in the 7th in Aries, I think you guys can definitely manifest like your partner, the best relationship. But you got to be careful here because of, you know, Neptune rules illusions, or is it intuition? It's hard to decipher. So you really got to pay attention. Yeah, anything else I want to say to that? No, not right now. Oh, with Mercury, Venus, this can also be like affirmations, maybe like verbal affirmations, may be really helpful for you guys with self-confidence. With Neptune being in that 7th house and the fact that it traditionally rules your 12th house, the 12th house in general in Pisces, and we have the South Node in Virgo in the 12th house, I feel like this could be talking about trying to have faith either in relationships again or having faith in yourself. Because again, 7th house Aries, this can manifest as having a relationship with yourself, like having faith by taking action. So you'd have to do something in order to manifest this. I feel like also with Mercury ruling Virgo in that 12th house, the South Node is here, so you guys may go back to old ideas that you once had. You may experience just deja vu, I want to say, when it comes to contracts involving money or business partnerships, relationships. Okay. 8th house, Taurus, we got Uranus and the Sun, two loud ass energies in the 8th house. Oh, I forgot to include the new moon. Hold on. Okay, so Uranus and the Sun, I feel like when the Sun leaves Aries in the 7th house and goes into that 8th house, you guys are going to be able to see things very clearly when it comes to your intuition, maybe, you know, paranormal experiences, something very intuitive. Like, you're just going to be able to see through the dark is the way I look at it, because the 8th house is your shadow. The 8th house is also what's going on behind your back. It's also your inner world. So I think something suddenly could happen when it comes to dating or romance, because that new moon in 7 degrees in Taurus in the 8th house. But also because Uranus rules the 5th house in Aquarius and Pluto's there. So I feel like something could happen when it comes to either your... Can you stop? Sorry. Either with your relationship with yourself, because it's the 8th house, your inner world, your relationship with money, 7 degrees is Libra energy, the 1st house, and then in your 7th house is Aries. So yeah, I think something would just be illuminated either when it comes to finances, or either the people like maybe you have a situationship with, because 7 degrees, relationship, Uranus, something suddenly happening. Yeah, we'll leave that there. What else? 9th house, Jupiter and Gemini, learning something. Before this leaves Gemini and goes into Cancer, how I feel like this is basically happening, like manifesting for you guys, is either traveling or learning tons of things by people closest to you, or people, and I'm saying closest to you, even though it's in the 9th house, because it's in Gemini. Gemini energy traditionally belongs in that 3rd house, which is your local community, your friends, your aunts, uncles, siblings. So I think you guys are learning things either by people like that, or by people who feel like, you know, family or friends. I think also, did I say traveling? I think so. Learning about, since Mercury rules Gemini, Mercury will do this little dance between Pisces in the 6th house and Aries. It'll be in retrograde. So you guys can be learning something at this time about the past, and healing something from the past is what I want to say, in order to manifest the future you guys want. Because this Jupiter in the 9th house in Gemini this month is helping you guys with achieving. And that's unfolding with Mars being the ruler of Aries in that 10th house of career, public image, legacy. And then it goes into the 11th house in Leo. So I think you guys are learning things that are helping you either in a belief system to manifest, or just like the right ways to go about things. Let's see, Sagittarius is the 3rd house for you guys, and then you got Jupiter, the ruler of Sag, in the 9th. It's in Gemini. You guys could be learning about spirituality, healing modalities. I think I already said that. Where you guys want to travel, maybe where you guys want to travel with friends. You guys could be learning about healing practices that would help you best, is what I want to say. Okay, let's go on. Move on. Mars in Cancer in the 10th house. I feel like I already went over this. Trying to achieve something when it comes to your career, trying to gain success, but trying to do it from an emotionally fulfilling way, like in an emotionally fulfilling way. Finding something that feels like home to you guys when it comes to your career. So when Mars goes into your 11th house in Leo, I think this is going to motivate you guys to, again, I'm going to say achieve when it comes to finances, I'm getting, because Uranus traditionally rules that 11th house in Aquarius. You guys may want to be seen for something, either with your group of friends. You guys could potentially be arguing with friends over finances. There could be something suddenly happening when it comes to your group of friends and money. Let's see, Mars rules Aries in the 7th house. You could be motivated to meet somebody online on these dating apps. I think this energy would definitely make you guys determined, I want to say, when it comes to being seen for something. I feel like you guys are going to feel very confident either online or social networking, putting yourself out there, or just with friends, like just feeling confident. I think I said this already, maybe not. It could manifest as arguing with friends. Secrets could be coming out while the sun, the ruler of Leo, is in that 8th house in Taurus. Something could be exposed either about money or just something shady going on behind your back. You can find this out verbally. Taurus rules the throat chakra. South node in your 12th house in Virgo. This is basically asking you guys to stop being in your head. Like, stop overthinking things. What can you do to not be so anxious or have anxiety? Because Virgo in the 12th house is going to do that. You're also going to want to make everything perfect, and it's like that is not possible. But the South Node of Virgo will make you feel like, motherfucker. You just got to go with the flow. That's Pisces. So anyway, yeah, so Mercury rules Virgo, and it's going to be in your 6th, 7th house. So some of you guys may be talking to people secretly from the past that you've either worked with or slept with. You guys could be revisiting your relationship with whatever belief system you have, religion, spirituality. That's Kylo in the background, sorry. First house, Libra, we have a full moon, 23 degrees. I already said that, cool. That's what I meant to do. So what else do I want to say here? Hold on. So I don't know if you guys are seeing this whole trend with like Lilith being in Scorpio and this being like dark villain era for women right now. I think it's going to be more so for specific zodiac signs because of the placements. So Pluto rules Scorpio, right? It's in your 5th house of romance. What I want to tell you, karmically speaking, is try not to get back at people. Try not to manipulate people. Definitely, like, if finances are shared during this time, make sure you're doing things from the heart. Otherwise, anger is going to come up here. I don't think Lilith is all about anger. It's just not. It's like how you can gain power through, whatever it is you experience that created, rebellious energy, anger, whatever. Once you figure that part out in your healing journey, then this can really turn into something very powerful. But you guys are asked to transform something about what you guys feel like power is while Pluto's in Aquarius. How you guys step into your power, or how you guys take your power back, as well as your money situation. That's what I want to say. I think with the sun being in the 8th house, you guys are going to be very, very in tune with things that are going on. What else? Mars in that 11th, opposing Pluto. So, no bueno. No bueno. This is basically, nobody wins here. It is just the never-ending story. That's what I call it. It is, Pluto's the lieutenant, Mars is the soldier. So Pluto wants to dominate Mars, but Mars doesn't listen to anybody. So I want to say here, you guys may experience something between that 5th house, 11th house dynamic, you against the group or the group against you. And I'm not saying like just take it, like however this manifests for you guys, but I will say this can get really dirty really quick, and not in a good way, and it can also just like never end. So I would just say try to compromise or walk away, because it's not worth it. Anything else? Bum, 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 bum. Don't manipulate people in order to get money. Just something I'm seeing. Like, don't make people feel guilty. Basically, you guys are just asked to transform what it is you value at this time. And I feel like it definitely connects to confidence, healing the heart chakra, because of Pluto being in the 5th house. And yeah, I feel like that's pretty much it. So yeah, I wish you guys the best of luck in the month of April.